everybody, I have a new pink background. I hope you like it. We are talking today about how to answer certain interview questions. And if you've watched our channel before, you know that we love our How to Answer series, and I know by the views that you guys love it too. So a popular interview question, maybe the most popular and most annoying to answer, is what are your biggest strengths and what are your biggest weaknesses? And so today I have a fresh take on how I want you to think about this. I think the old school way of me giving you advice would have been, be really careful, tiptoe. You don't want to put your foot in your mouth here on this, right? You want to be really mindful of what you say. You want to say, oh, I'm too much of a perfectionist sometimes. I think out with the old, in with the new. And here's the new tip that I have for you and the new way to think about it. I want you, before you go into an interview, to think about your last internship, your last meeting with a professor, your last job. And I want you to think about the feedback that you received on that job. What was the positive feedback and what was the negative feedback? And then going into your interview, I want you to be real. Just give them some real talk. I think that it's important to be authentically you, and we're all not perfect email robots, right? You have to be you. So as an example, we just had our evaluation with our current intern a week ago. She's fantastic. Some of the positive feedback that we gave her was that we love how she takes a small project like giving a presentation and she goes above and beyond by branding each page, by really showing us what she can do. Apparently she has graphic design experience. We didn't even know until we saw this awesome presentation, right? So that was some of the positive feedback. Some of the more constructive feedback, opportunities for her to improve, were that we needed her to be a little louder, right? When it came to communicating her workload in a virtual setting, we just wanted her to let her colleagues know what she was working on. We know she's doing stuff, right? We know she's a hard worker, but in a virtual environment, it's really important to really vocalize what you're working on so that you manage the expectations of the team around you. So when she goes into her next interview and they say, what are your biggest strengths? I think it's really powerful and effective for her to say, funny you ask, at my last internship evaluation, they actually told me that my biggest strength was, insert story I just told you here. And the same goes for the what's your biggest weakness question. If they say, what's your biggest weakness? She can say, I'm always looking to grow. I'm always asking for constructive feedback. And at my last internship, some of the feedback that I was given was that I needed to be more vocal in the virtual workplace. And so I took that feedback and I got better towards the end of my internship at really communicating what I was doing and making sure all of the team members at the business, because it was a small business, knew what I was doing, right? I think that's a really effective way to answer the what is your biggest strengths and what are your biggest weaknesses section. You know what I'm trying to say. I think that's the best way to answer that piece of an interview. So hope that was helpful. What other questions do you need help answering at an interview? We'll add them to the How to Answer This series. Leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, sign up for the notifications. I'll see you on the next one.